Welcome back to the Acoustic Shop channel. I am John with Jeremy. One more time, you know what we're doing, Jer?
I never know what we're doing.
We're going to talk about this guitar. That's what we're going to do.
Thanks for the heads up.
We're going to talk about this Breedlove guitar right after this.
And we're back.
And we are back. We're here to talk about this actually incredible Breedlove Concerto guitar. Before we get into all of the details of this, I do want to once again persuade you, if you will, to please...
Implore you.
Implore you. I like that one. That's a good one. To please subscribe, like, and subscribe to this channel. That way you can find out all about all the other content we have. Lots of music, lots of demos, lots of instruction.
We drag banjo cases behind a horse.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
You would know about that if you were a subscriber to this channel.
So
you can find that.
Make sure to do that, as well as turn on notifications. That way you know when the next video drops. If you, that's what the kids are saying. When the next video drops.
God, that's some new slang.
Yeah, right there. Also, if you get a chance, make sure to comment down below if you guys have any questions or any comments, any of that kind of stuff that you would like to know about. We'd like to know about it too. If you got any ideas of videos you'd like to see in the future, please put those down in the comments as well.
We like to think of this as a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, we do most of the talking, but you can talk back to us via messaging in the comments below. And we had a full version of a song on this guitar.
That's right.
So you can listen to that as well. It's in the comments or in
That's
the
a
description.
whole another video that you can go check out. So that'll be on this channel, as well as there's a link down below that will get you directly to the tone samples of this. This way you guys know we're going to talk about this guitar for a while.
If you guys have ever used YouTube before, you'll see that in that little slider down there, it's got a little block at the end. You can just jump straight to that block.
That's right.
It says Tone Demos.
That's right. But before that, we're going to talk all about this, and we're going to talk about it a lot.
Some people like specs, and that's what we're going to do right now is talk about the specs. Specs stands for specifications.
Is that what that stands for?
Specifics.
There you go.
Of this instrument. Please tell us, John.
There you go.
And be specific.
About a year ago, we started becoming a Breedlove dealer, and it took almost a year to start getting them in stock.
What happened last couple of years?
There's been a lot of things that have happened. A lot of shortage of guitars. There's been a lot more people wanting to get into guitars, and that's made a very short supply of guitars. So that's been a problem that we've been working our way through, as well as Breedlove has been doing the same thing. So when we became a Breedlove dealer, we only had a very few pieces to kind of show you all about, but they've been showing up lately, and we're getting quite a few of them, and we're real glad that we are, including this guitar, which is a Breedlove Legacy Concerto SE, or CE, sorry, not SE, CE. The CE stands for Cutaway Electric, and the Concerto, I want to talk about that a little bit, because that's one thing. Breedlove does name their guitars a little bit different than a lot of people. I have Dreadnoughts and OMs and all that, but they have their own series. You have the Concertina, which is their smallest body, the Concert, which is probably their most popular body, the more like OM slash, you know, Grand Auditorium-ish kind of guitar. And then they have the Concerto. That is this guitar right here. They tell me that is most like their Dreadnought. It is a bigger body guitar, much deeper, like a Dreadnought, a bigger lower bout, but again, squattier in this overall body shape. Kind of giving you their biggest, most bold sound. You can always tell a Concerto, by the way, in most cases, unless somebody custom did something different, with the Wave headstock. We talked about their Breedlove headstock if you haven't seen that video.
Reason to subscribe to the channel right there. Watch that video. I think it turned out great.
Our media team did an amazing job on that one. That's one of my favorite videos we have done.
Actually, Breedlove approached us saying, we have this question all the time about the headstock design that we have. Can you guys help us explain that to the people? And so we put together a video to kind of explain why they did that. This is a less pronounced version of that, more of a traditional looking headstock, but still with a little wave to it. A little
wave, yep. Right there, or that's their Superman hairdo right there. That's what that is.
Perfect. That's what I would wear if I had hair. Anyway, this you say is on the Concertina or the
Concertos. This is the bigger body, and it is actually a very special guitar. This is in their Legacy series. This has incredible Koa back and sides. Jeremy, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but
that's incredible. Sorry. It is. Koa has always been just a stunning looking wood.
It is.
It catches the light so many different angles and
it's a really unique
sparkles almost.
Sounding tone wood too. It's not just absolutely gorgeous. it sounds really unique too. It's kind of like the in-between mahogany and maple, has a little bit more sparkle, a little bit more brightness, but still keeps that really warmth of mahogany.
And even appearance-wise, it's kind of a cross between a maple and a mahogany.
Absolutely.
It's got that really dark brown to it, but has some of that striping like a maple would have.
Yeah. Now this one is paired in a unique way. So it's koa back and sides with an Adirondack top or red spruce top. Again, giving you that extra punch, extra depth, especially on a big body guitar like this. It's just very, very powerful sounding. Not only that, it just looks great too. This has a lot of the bigger appointments in here, including the pearl work all the way around the body. So now you get the binding that has all that extra pearl work. And this really cool, almost Celtic knot, I don't know what they're exactly calling it, inlay pattern around the rosette of the sound hole, as well as at the 12th fret. Again, I really do like how that a lot of the modern companies are really kind of doing this. They're showing off, but then they also tone down some things. So it doesn't have all the crazy stuff all over the fretboard, including, you know, this is just straight dots until you get to that 12th fret, something a little bit more ornate, makes it a little bit dressier. I love guitars that don't go all out and just throw everything at them. I want to see a little bit extra and just kind of balance it out a little bit. And I really think they did a great job with this one right here. Again, very comfortable playing neck. This has their very satin, smooth feeling finish on their neck, but the full gloss on the body. Ebony fretboard, ebony bridge. The pinless bridge on this, that is, again, very characteristic of Breedlove guitars. And then, of course, a great sounding pickup as well. This one has an LR Baggs Anthem already pre-installed. You don't know my favorite part about this? I don't know if you've ever seen this, but they have, if I find the right button, I'm doing this backwards. There's a little button down here that actually lights this up, and you can tell your battery is actually all the way.
Give it a little warning.
Yeah, got a little tells you their level. So
we've discussed this before. We have the Shoppe Sustainable mission here at the Acoustic Shop, which was really inspired by Tom Bedell, owner of Breedlove and Bedell Guitars. And all their instruments, including all their Breedlove, even their imports now, are fully sustainable. So that means no clear-cut harvesting, and especially a lot of these exotic woods, Tom will go in and fly in, select the tree that he wants to use. They'll fall that one tree and then leave the rest of the forest intact. And part of his agreement is normally the loggers can only go into that forest once and then can't go back in for another 20 years, 25 years, so that they're having the least impact on the environment.
Absolutely.
So the standard of sustainability is incredible with Breedlove, and it just goes to show you're not sacrificing anything in sound or appearance with going that extra mile. So we're real proud to kind of be taking that mantle that Tom has been passing along to try to keep the forest sustainable, the harvesting of the wood sustainable, and always proud to be selling Breedlove and Bedell guitars for that reason. Also, they've switched to new bone for all the nuts and saddles, correct?
I think so. Yeah, I believe that. So
again, part of their sustainability, they're just wanting to get away with some organic materials that they don't need.
Now, speaking of sound, though, you were talking about sound. Another very, very key feature of Breedlove guitars. We've talked about this in the Bedell line, and now that we're carrying the Breedlove, it also falls over to this. This is a USA built guitar, built in Oregon, and this uses their sound optimization system, which, if you haven't seen that, we've also got some videos on that on our page, so I won't get into full detail on that, but they actually sound optimize all these guitars for the combination that they're using a microphone and a mallet, and they actually tone tap.
The software.
And software just analyzes the frequencies of not only the top, but the back, and then an overall frequency of the entire guitar. And that's really, really cool, because what that is going to be able to do is get a really cool balance all the way through. What they're doing is some really cool balancing. If you've never heard of phase cancellation, they're actually using that to their advantage. If they have frequencies that are overabundant in the guitar, they can actually make those come differently from the back and the sides.
They don't want the back and sides to resonate the same. Because when it does that, it kind of left a void in some of the tones. So they actually have, over time, figured out, and the cool thing about them is they've been keeping track of every guitar they build, and they find the ones that sound the best, and they've been zeroing in on that perfect combination between back and top.
And that, like I said, they will use some phase cancellation as well as things to optimize tone, not just to kind of cancel out some things. It's pretty impressive what they do. When they showed us this when we were in Oregon this last year, that it really kind of knocked me out. It's a very cool system, very smart, and they're right now, as far as I know, the only company that is doing that, especially front back and an overall tone.
The thing is,
of those
the card
guitars.
that they send you in the guitar case actually tells you what the resonant frequencies are of each of these, the top and back, and it's pretty interesting that they go through that level and then actually inform you of what they found for your instrument. Just going that extra mile to figure out, using that old world building abilities, but taking that new technology to help optimize it.
Yep. So again, a very incredible guitar, extremely easy to play. Those of you who have played Breedlove guitars in the past know, very, very cool. A modern, more modern body shapes with a more modern sound versus the Bedell line, which is more your traditional sound and traditional styles. This is definitely something that if you're looking for a more modern type of tone, you want to kind of be looking in those Breedloves because they really are coming out with some amazing guitars right now. And so we're going to do a tone sample for you, see what you guys think of this particular one.
And we really appreciate you guys watching that video. It was my favorite one we've made so far. We've done hundreds of videos, and that was the best one.
It was.
And the next one's going to be even better. If you'd like to see that, be sure you subscribe to this channel. And also, the more you comment and interact below, the more the YouTube algorithms pick it up and start pushing it out to other people, like-minded people.
Algorithms?
Algorithms, they're everywhere. They permeate the internet, and YouTube's got one, and it watches our videos, and it sees how much you comment, and then it pushes us to other people like you. And we want everyone to experience the Acoustic Shop world, where we talk about instruments, we do reviews, we got some fun videos coming up. We thank you guys so much for being a part of it, and we'll see you in the next video.